Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Breaks with. My name is Cecilia, and this is the place for you looking to explore your careers today. Today, we are meeting Ashwani Bhati. He's in India and he works in tourism. So soon we will learn everything about how the current situation is affecting the tourism industry in India and what his thoughts are, how the industry will be affected in the future, etc., etc. So I have my coffee ready. I hope that you have your coffee ready, and we will meet Ashwani in a bit. So hello again, everybody. This is Ashwani, and
Hi, namaste.
Namaste. Oh, is it this? Yes.
Yes, namaste.
Yeah, the namaste. Welcome to a Coffee Breaks with Ashwani. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thank you.
Yeah. How is Delhi?
Oh, Delhi is great. I haven't been out for 14 days now, so
Oh,
actually I don't know what is going on there, but I love Delhi and I want to be outside on the street. I
yeah.
want to be there. I want to see by myself. But it's doing good. We are doing fine so far. The government is trying to control it under control as as of now. We are talking.
Yeah. I
Things
understand.
are
Yeah,
good.
we'll talk
Yeah.
about that more later on in the interview,
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
But like, first of all, maybe tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
So, as my name is Ashwani and I'm from Delhi, I'll begin with my name. So,
Yeah.
my name was given by my mother, and it is a Sanskrit word, and it means the king of the horses. My mom gave it to me. I don't know why she did that, but that's the meaning, the king of the horse, the king of the horses. Sorry. And most of the people in India will have a meaning of their names because their names will be in Sanskrit, not in Hindi. There'll be a meaning with that. And now I'll come to Delhi. So I'm from Delhi and I'm a tour guide in Delhi. And I do different kind of tours like heritage tours, photography tours, food tours, and many other experiences for foreigners who are visiting India or Delhi. So I try to make them feel comfortable and try to help them to experience and understand the Indian culture and heritage through different perspective like food and photography, as I said.
I understand. Nice. So maybe you're the king of the tourists or something similar instead of the king.
No, I'm not the king of the tourists, but I believe that by giving this kind of names or understanding at least your names, you get the perspective or you might develop those habits in you. So I
Hmm.
mostly talk about my name and I think I have developed those habits. So you can relate a horse to a youth and a king to royalty. So I think that has been in my mind and I think I'm living that kind of life, which is full of youth and royalty. I've been leading people like 10, 20, 50 people like a king follow me, and then I'm being youthful all the time. I have to show energy. So maybe I think I can relate to the name very much, and it is giving me some energy while
That's
working.
that's amazing. That's really cool
Yeah,
to live with that intention of your name
yeah,
and carry that with
yeah,
you. Yeah, that's really really awesome. I think that's not maybe not as common here in the um, Western world. Um,
oh yeah, yeah.
so I'm really impressed by that.
Oh, thank you.
um, yeah, so like obviously, India, as many other parts of the world, are currently in lockdown um,
Yeah, it is.
due to the horrible situation we're in right now.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I was wanting to ask you, like, how is that affecting you as a tour guide? It must affect you massively.
Oh yes, it has.
Yeah.
Like that. So things were doing good until March in India, and the government banned all the tourists to India in the second week of March. So
Yeah,
there you could not visit India anymore. All the visas were cancelled. So I am not jobless, but I'm actually workless.
I
I'm
understand.
workless right now. I cannot do anything. I just have to sit at home, and there's nobody to guide, nobody to give a tour. So all I can do is sit at home. But I'm working on my things like doing photography at night or in the evening, and just photo manipulation in Photoshop, making videos or reading books. So that's what I'm doing right now.
That's awesome.
and
Like
something related to tourism, some articles or something, just to update myself with the industry.
that's really cool, and I think that's really important as well. Like just because we're not working doesn't mean that
Yeah,
we have to stop everything that has to do with,
no, no, no.
being productive and learning and just improving.
Yeah, we can do anything we like. We like whatever we wanted to do. I always wanted to work on Photoshop, and now it's plenty of time, plenty of opportunity, and time to learn, time to implement. So I'm doing that. That's great. I think it's a blessing in disguise, at least for some of us, not for everybody, yes, but for some of us, we are blessed. We have home, we have food, we have all the things we need in our life other than the freedom to walk outside.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, we should utilize that time.
Yeah, because we're never getting the time
Yeah.
back, right?
No, no, never, never.
Yeah. But then, like, do you see any benefits that you or your industry can take from the situation we're in right
Yes,
now?
if we see the negative things, then there are huge negative things because of the virus. At present moment, people are losing their job. There are mass layoffs. Companies are going down. Airlines are going down. Hotel industry is laying off people. There has been many negative things happening. But if we see, and that's a short-term vision. If we see the long-term vision, then tourism is going to boom because we all are at our homes and soon we want to go out. We want to see Rome, we want to see India or some other part of the world. We want to see, we want to experience. So people will be moving out soon as they can and as soon as they feel safe, and they will be moving out to connect with people, to talk to people, to exchange ideas, to exchange culture, to understand things. And they'll be doing a lot because the pandemic has shown them that life is short and it is all about humans. It is all about connecting to humans. So most of us have understood that we need to meet people. So they might be traveling a lot and lot and lot.
Yeah, and also I like, do you think that domestic travel might increase as well? Since some people
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
nervous about
obviously
crossing
domestic. Yeah,
borders and
yeah, that's absolutely right. Domestic is going to increase because we are not sure about the international how's the situation, and we don't trust the media, and we don't trust other countries as much as we trust our own. So people are going to travel in their own country first, and there's going to be a feel of nationalism, supporting their economy, and at least seeing their neighborhood or just seeing their destination in their country. So it's going to be that people are going to meet their friends and family soon as they go out. They are going to connect with them more deeply now. So people are going to travel in their country a lot as soon as things get better. Then they're going to travel to the world, and they're going
yeah,
to tick everything off their bucket list. Now they're going to tick everything off their bucket list.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we can move finally. Let's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We can do that. We
let's
can
just
do
do
that.
everything while we can. We never know what's gonna happen in
Yeah,
the future.
people are gonna do that. Even I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah, like I can imagine you're like on the tours you do, you might have a lot more Indian people or like
Yeah,
maybe like the countries close to you that might be coming on the tours instead of, well, probably tourists as well, but also uh, domestic people.
yeah.
Yeah.
We work with domestic, but not that much. We mostly work with the foreigners and domestic tourists in India. They don't want to experience heritage. They want to see the monuments or see the snow, see the beach, and that's what Indian tourist is about right now. Soon they're gonna change to the heritage kind of things because Indians. But the major thing in India is we travel mostly for the religious purposes. So religious tourism is gonna boom a lot in India. At least.
Okay, I did not know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
Does that go for Indians
yeah.
traveling?
We
Like,
we are
no, I was
we
asking,
are
like, does
into
that go for?
spirituality a lot. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Um, that's really, really interesting. So,
So
so
right
they.
now, just I'm not. I think it is not related, but still I'm adding to the conversation. So we have many temples, and many of them are in the Himalayas, which are full of snow, and half of the year they are closed, and then we have to reopen through the whole route to the place to the temple, and then the government is clearing the road. Even right now in the lockdown, the roads are being cleared to the temple in the
Wow.
heavy snow. So they are removing the snow. So people are gonna travel, and especially to meet their gods.
Of
Yeah,
course. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, now more than ever. But like praying for higher powers. Yeah.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, that's really, really interesting. Thank you for that answer, Ashwani.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and what was I gonna ask next? Like, so since the like industry, like the tourism sector is so affected right now, like airlines are going bankrupt and like a lot of businesses are closing down, like restaurants and bars
Yeah.
because they have no way of making money
No,
right
yeah.
now. Um, would you still recommend people to pursue tourism as a career?
Wow. So it's a very good question because uh, how should I start it? Actually, the tourism is a highly volatile industry. It's very volatile industry. Anything happens in the world at 9/11 or the pandemic, the tourism is gonna go down. So if you want to be in such industry, you have to be very passionate about it, and you need to be very very passionate about that. I'm going to work in this particular industry no matter what. So only a passion can help you to survive these kind of situations in tourism industry. So if one is very passionate, then I'll highly recommend doing working in tourism. If you are not passionate enough, then you will be demotivated by some disease, some attack, some natural calamity, or some political disturbance. Because tourism is gonna just go down if anything happens in the world, no matter where. If there's something big happening in some country, then it's gonna change the world. At least for the tourism industry, it's gonna change a lot.
Yeah, it's true. There's a risk going into any job.
And it's and the second risk in tourism industry is that it is a seasonal industry. You are going to work for a certain amount of days, weeks, or months only, not throughout the year. So you will not get a year all on job. You will get only a few months job, and then you're going to get salary and not going to get paid for the rest of the year. So one need to look at these things, that if they are comfortable making money half of their year and doing something else another half of the year, so then they should join the industry. Otherwise they're gonna think, oh man, what the place is this.
Yeah, no, I get it. And like, I guess it depends on what kind of job you do within the tourism industry.
Yeah,
Like, as a
yes,
tour guide, I
absolutely.
understand it's super like depending on the
Yeah.
season. But
Yeah,
maybe if you're working at a hotel, then maybe you can get more of a like a solid employment or like I guess
yeah,
it depends.
yeah.
But as you're
No, still
saying,
in the yeah, hotel industry also, yeah, they will be affected. They will not have work to do and the lean seasons. So uh,
yeah,
it's difficult for everybody. At certain days they will have no work, and in certain days they'll be overburdened by the work. So that
yeah,
is the
exactly.
tourism or hospitality industry.
Oh yeah, for sure. I come from the hospitality industry from the start, actually, before I joined Xperienceships.
Yeah. So
So I've been
yeah,
working,
yeah. So
seasons, like working in bars during summer,
yeah.
outside in the terrace, and then in the winters, you're not as swamped. So yeah, I totally
No.
understand what you mean.
I mean, there is no personal life if you're working in a tourism or hospitality industry. You don't have a personal life when you're working. It's gonna be
No,
a long day. It's gonna be a long day, and you cannot
yeah,
decide your work when it's gonna be work. You cannot
yeah,
decide your work hours. You just have to work.
yeah, yeah. But it's also
So
an amazing
sometimes if
industry to work in. Like you meet so
oh
many
yeah,
great
it's the
people.
best. You
Like
meet
I
so many
think
people.
it's worth it. Like so
Yeah, it's
worth
worth
it.
it. It's
Yeah,
definitely worth it.
yeah.
So sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. and go for the early morning tours, and then we have night kind of tours. So I'll be working like 14, 15, or 16 hours a day. And then again, same thing next morning. And
Mm-hmm.
also, it is a monotonous, it can be monotonous for some of the people because you're going to go to the same place every day, same monument, same people. Everything is going to be same for you except the guest you are serving.
Exactly.
So if you really love this, meeting new people, then people should join the industry.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Like if you're passionate about people and meeting people, that's like one of the
Yeah,
things I miss the
meeting people.
most about working in hospitality. meeting new people every day and just
Yeah,
chatting and making new
every day.
connections. And
Yeah,
exactly. That's why I enjoy doing these interviews so much, because I get to meet new people
yeah,
every
yeah.
day that
And you
I've
get the
never met
energy.
before.
You get the energy from people. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm like so thankful for technology nowadays, that while we're in this
yeah,
pandemic, we can still connect with people. Like you're in New Delhi and I'm
yeah,
in Sweden. Like how
yeah,
crazy is that?
yeah. And the
Some,
best part is you can connect to people, and then people, those who are going to meet you, they are coming to enjoy.
sure.
They are there to enjoy. They are there to have fun. So they're gonna bring their own happiness, energy, and fun in your life. So it's gonna
Exactly.
be fun as well. If you are working in tourism industry, you're gonna love it. Meeting people, talking to them, laughing, and maybe dance as well.
Woo!
Yeah,
That's cool. So passion, like if you have to have the passion and like meeting
yeah,
people,
definitely.
then
Yes.
no hesitation. You should totally do it anyways.
No, no. Passion to meet people. Otherwise, you will not survive it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be monotonous job. There are gonna be long working hours, and then there's gonna be seasonality. So you can cover all this if only if you have passion for people. Then you
Yeah.
can overcome all these problems.
Yeah. And I reckon we
Yeah.
shouldn't be too worried about um, this situation right now, because as you're saying, I think tourism will peak after this.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
I think there are people
I,
stupid enough to cross borders. After I'm probably one of those people who's gonna be like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
"Bye, I'm going.
yeah, yeah,
I'm out of here. I want to see new places. I want to meet new people."
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so I think, as you're saying, that we shouldn't be too worried. And if like somebody's looking to go, that's graduating now, maybe
yeah. It's
to go into the tourism industry for this summer, they shouldn't be too worried. There's going to be work either
no, no, no.
domestically
I would
or internationally as well.
no, no, no. So
Yeah,
they need to be positive, and it's a very good thing for the newcomers because everything is zero.
true.
Be it a big organization or be it a small, or for an intern or be it a CEO, everybody is zero right now. They can't do anything. So they can work on their skills, get online certification, watch some videos or whatever they can do, read books. They can build their skill and be at least one or two, and then they go for interview or opportunity comes up, they'll be easy to get that because everybody is going to be equal.
That's really good advice, Ashwani, to build on your skill now while you have the opportunity, and then
Yeah.
you'll get ahead.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I am hiring somebody, yeah, the first question I will be asking is, what were you doing in the quarantine? If they can tell me that they were learning, wow, that's the beauty. I would be happy to have such people with me working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that's something that's attractive for an employer as well, um, to find out that a person is willing to do extra, to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
that
yeah,
extra
definitely.
mile, to
Extra
be a
mile, yeah,
champion.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. And that happens in all walks of life. You have to do extra, and even after doing extra, you might not get that, but you have to do the extra.
For sure. That will take you far.
Yeah, that's gonna take you far. Not in this job, not in this industry, but maybe in somewhere else. It's gonna help you.
Yeah, it's just to
It's
have
gonna
that
help you a
mindset,
lot.
no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. There's some really good advice in there, Shwani. Thank you so much. It's awesome. I didn't even have to
Alright.
ask. I was gonna ask, like, what advice would you give somebody going into this industry, but I didn't have to. You just gave it
No,
to
actually,
me.
I'm following these things of myself. So so I will tell you about myself. So I forgot to mention that. So I'm an engineer first. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I
Okay.
studied engineering. I worked for at least a year with Samsung's mobile manufacturers vendor. So I was making mobile phones for Samsung, and then they were doing the things. And then it was a very monotonous job for me. It was very monotonous for me, and then I quit it and I studied tourism. I did MBA in tourism, and then not being from industry, not being from a tourism background, being from engineer background, I have to prove at every step that I am eligible to get the job. I am right fit. That I will not move to another industry. That I will not get bored from this industry. So I need to prove that. And you can prove that by only showing your passion, your hard work, and by going extra mile
That's
to
very true.
do certain kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to prove to people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's super impressive. So you have 2 degrees?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bachelor's degree in engineering and then a master's degree in tourism.
Wow. That's really impressive. But how cool is it that you realized that engineering was not your thing right now
Yeah, it's
and that
amazing.
you decided to go
Amazing.
into tourism? How did you find that tourism
Yeah,
was
yeah, it's
your,
amazing.
yeah, like how did you find out that tourism was?
So that's a very, 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 very interesting story. And so I live in Delhi and I was working 9 to 5, same like everyone, and I found it boring after a year. And then I just quit my job and I moved to the Gandhi ashram where the Gandhi used to live. So
Wow.
I was volunteering there. I was teaching kids, and there I met a guide from Italy, and her name is Monia. I talked to her, and I was like, "Wow, such a cool job! Even I can. I want to do that. I can do that." And then I came back to Delhi. I studied here in Delhi again. I studied tourism in Delhi, and then I started working. It's been more than a year and a half. I'm working as a guide, and I'm just loving it. Better than the engineering thing for me. So
What
I'm
an
enjoying it.
wow, what an amazing story.
Yeah.
What an amazing, and also showing how connecting with people can, make you
Yeah.
realize things and and change your path
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
find your path
Yes.
rather.
Find your path. Yeah, that's why tourism is gonna grow soon because you need to move out. Even to understand yourself, you need to go out to meet people
Hmm,
to widen your perspective. So one should travel, and if they are passionate enough, they should join tourism.
definitely. Ah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Well, I'm gonna wrap up this interview.
Yeah, yeah.
But first, I wanted to ask you for 3 people or resources or books that has inspired you in your field that you would like to share with us.
Yes. So I would like to share, and that is in Delhi. It's a city. There's a city in Delhi, and it is
Okay.
called Old Delhi. And the city is from 17th century. It is a living city since then.
11th
So
century.
if anybody wants 17th century,
17th
17th
century.
century.
Okay.
Yes, it's a living city. So I love it. I love going there, and I have been going there for more than a year every day, almost every day, 5 to 6 days a week. I go there and give to. I love it so much. So I read
Wow.
about it, and if somebody wants to just learn or read about India, I will recommend a book called Chandni Chowk. I'll repeat it again, Chandni Chowk, and the
Chandni
author
Chowk.
is Swapna Little.
Okay.
Yes, Chandni Chowk
I'm
by
probably going to need
Swapna
you to
Little.
write this down for
So
me
it's gonna
later
be
so
amazing.
we can so we
Yeah,
can
sure, sure,
yeah, yeah,
sure, 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 sure. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. What's
I'll
the
do
book
that.
about?
It's about Old Delhi only, how it started and how were people living, how were they celebrating the festivals, how they were interacting with the king, and how king from outside came to Delhi and murdered most of the people. All about Old Delhi. You can read, understand at least one city of India,
Okay,
like
cool.
beautifully understand one city of India.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Then it will
perfect.
be bringing you to the present. So it's gonna be a good story reading or just understanding at least one city of India.
Perfect. Thank you. Do you
And
have
then
any?
I will recommend any. Yeah, you're saying something.
No, no, continue.
Yeah. So I will recommend at least two people to connect, and they both are ladies. And one name is Nisha. I will share the link, and the
Okay.
other name is Miss Odelia. And Nisha is from Singapore. She's doing her PhD, and she's a public speaker. She talks about tourism, and she focused on women entrepreneurs in tourism. So it's amazing. And then Mrs. Odelia, she's from Ghana. She's CEO of Chamber of Tourism, Ghana, and she's doing a great work for tourism industry in Ghana. So, and I'm working with her, giving some training or some sort of things. We are working together, and she's doing a great job. So if somebody wants to just interact or get inspiration or maybe learn something, then she and Nisha are the right people to talk. At least I know from whom I have learned, and then I'm still learning, talking, and exchanging ideas. So these two people are amazing, at least in my life. So I'll recommend, if you want to do something or just get inspiration for tourism industry, please talk to these two women.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We'll share the links of everything
Yeah,
in the description. And thank you so much for this chat, Ashwani. It's been my pleasure to have you here. It's been super, super interesting, all the way from India.
yeah. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's amazing talking to you. I just love talking to people, exchanging things. It's amazing.
Yeah, and who
And
knows, maybe.
it's like, yeah, it's amazing. It's like giving a tour at
Yeah.
my home. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, maybe we can do like some kind of virtual
yeah, definitely.
guidance. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much. And I hope you have a great evening.
thank
And
you.
I bet we'll speak again soon.
Yeah, sure, for sure. We'll stay connected. Yeah.
Perfect. Have a great evening.
Okay. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much for joining Coffee Breaks with Ashwani. I had a great time. I learned so many things about the tourism industry, and it was a great, great conversation. So if you have any questions to Ashwani or want to make any comments, leave them down below and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Bye.